Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Misa and I do uploads here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if you are new, be sure to subscribe. Pretty much anything makeup related. I'm no expert. I am just a girl that likes makeup, a mom that likes makeup, but I love if you join. So definitely subscribe. Today we are doing a video on like a drugstore starter kit. I have seen a million of these videos floating around YouTube. I love them. So I thought I'd share with you. If I were to restart, or if you are restarting, just want to start with your good base core products that are affordable, then go ahead and keep on watching. First thing that usually you start with is a primer. This one is more so for dry skin, and this is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. It has 1 ounce of product. It is watermelon infused. It's really hydrating. It's a very tacky to the touch, and so it really reminds me of the Milk Hydro Grip primer. It's great if you have dry skin or if you're trying to extend the length of your makeup. It's also really affordable. It's only $8. I have checked on Ulta. They have been sold out of this for about a month now, but I definitely think it's something that you should keep your eye out for. If you're ever in stores like at Walgreens or something, keep your eye out for this, just because I think it's definitely one of the best drugstore primers out there for the price. Going into foundations, one of my favorite portions of makeup. So I have 2 different options here. I have one if you have combination or oily skin. This is a Revlon Photo Ready Candid Foundation. This is in the shade 320 Tawny. I guess it's been a few months, I did a review on this, and at first I didn't care for it. I didn't think there was anything special about it. There was nothing noteworthy about it. I recently had this in my makeup bag, which we moved. This is the makeup products that I basically had to live off of for 2 weeks, and I changed my mind. I highly recommend using this with a sponge. I believe I was using it with a brush before, but the sponge just has the most flawless finish. It has more of a semi-matte finish, which brings me to the point that I feel like this would hold up really well if you have oily skin, combination skin. I have dry skin and I feel like it works for me just fine. But if you're worried more about if you're really dry and need something really hydrating and luminous, then I'd recommend the True Match LUMI foundation. This is one that I've purchased time and time again. It's full coverage, but it is very lightweight, breathable, and it gives you the most beautiful inner glow. Also recommend applying this with a sponge as well. The packaging for this is gorgeous. It's a glass bottle, has a pump. That's the one thing. This is more, it's kind of cool that they have a squeezy tube and everything, but it's just not as luxurious, but it's also more affordable. I feel like if you buy any of these on Amazon, they're going to be better priced, because on Ulta, this one's $10.99, which I actually think is a little pricey. I believe on Amazon, you can get it for, $8. And then the LUMI is a little bit more expensive as well. On Ulta, it's between, I believe, $12 and $15. But choose one or the other. I personally like both in my collection, because some days I just like more of a matte look, and then other days I want something very glowy and very dewy. Now we have to set all of our, concealer. How could I forget? So concealer, the L'Oreal FULLWEAR Infallible Concealer. My shade is 360, which is cashmere. This is one of my favorite concealers from the drugstore. Hands down, I'd buy this again. I'd buy it in this shade. I'd buy it in a contour shade. This is more of a full coverage concealer, so a little bit of it does go a long way. It blends beautifully. I also noticed if you set it down with a powder, it doesn't crease, it's long lasting, and it doesn't lift when you blend it out, which I really like. This concealer is also waterproof. I personally have never tried that. The foundation that is with this as well, the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Full Wear, is an amazing foundation. It's perfect. It's right there in the middle if you have dry skin, normal skin, combination skin. Beautiful finish, long lasting. One of my favorite foundations. I don't have it with me because I used it all. The next products I'm going to talk about are powders. Drugstore loose powders and pressed powders. I have 3 different powders here. With my makeup routine, I use a loose setting powder to set my concealer, and then I go all over with a translucent setting powder to set the rest of my face. And then I also have a banana powder to highlight points of my face. You obviously don't have to get all of these. It's whatever works best for you. So this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder. It is very lightweight, incredibly affordable at $5.99. It comes in several different shades. It's just very finely milled to where, this is going to last you a really long time. I get the translucent shade, and I just recommend using like a really big fluffy brush if you're going to use that all over your face, or a very fine smaller brush to set underneath your eye. If you are more of a pressed powder kind of individual, then I have one that I highly recommend. This is the MILANI Prep Set and Go powder. I've tried a lot of drugstore setting powders, high-end setting powders, and this one you can't beat it. It's only $9.99 and it lasts quite a long time. Amazon has a beautiful luminous glowy one like this, but it's a different shade and it's gorgeous. I'm gonna pick another one of those up, but I will have it linked down below. And this is what I set the rest of my makeup with. That's what I used today. It's not too heavy, it doesn't settle into fine lines, and it's not too drying. The last setting powder is Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. I've mentioned this several times on my channel. I like to use this to highlight certain areas like my T-zone, my brow, not my brow bone. So my forehead, underneath my eyes, just to really erase any bronzer that may have slipped, to really illuminate those spots, to bring your eye forward and then the contour back. This is also an affordable price. I believe it's only $4.99. Get it from Ulta. It is a little powdery, like it has a little bit of kickback, but I think for the price, it's just great. I don't know, I haven't found a lot of other banana powders that I'm absolutely crazy about that are drugstore. Found a couple high-end ones, but not drugstore. Okay, this is just really fun to talk about all these drugstore products. I love drugstore makeup whenever I'm at Target or Walmart. No, you gravitate toward the drugstore aisle because there are just so many amazing products at great price points. And then if you do want to splurge, I can have one of those videos as well, but let's go ahead and move on. So bronzer, butter bronzer. The butter bronzer, I think everybody has heard about this product. It blends like a dream, just like its name. My only caveat about it is it does pull a little orange. I'm using it today. My shade is Sunkissed, and I don't feel like it pulls so orange that it would deter me from buying it, especially since summer is just around the corner. And then when you go over with a blush, it looks very natural. It is a little more expensive. I believe it's $14.99. Bronzers just last an incredibly long time. And it has the most delicious tropical scent. You feel like you're on a beach vacation. While I do have a couple other drugstore bronzers I recommend, this one I would say is the best. It's not powdery. You're not having a lot of kickback with it, which I've noticed with a lot of drugstore bronzers, and it's just going to blend and stick to your foundation like a dream. If you are looking for a more cool tone bronzer, this is the Maybelline City Bronzer. It's more of a great contour shade and more of a subtle bronzer, which is why I love it. It does have a little bit of a kickback. What shade am I? This is the shade 200. I'll have everything linked down below so it's really easy to find. It blends really well. You do have to go in maybe with a little more product to get that same effect that you want. For the price, it's absolutely phenomenal. There are 3 different shades and it's $9.99 on Ulta, but I think you could find it a little bit cheaper on Amazon. Sometimes it's the exact same price. I do feel like Ulta just bumps their prices up just a little bit, but for the convenience, because if it doesn't work out for you, you can return it. That's one thing that's worth about paying just a couple extra dollars, and they're always having sales, so ends up kind of evening out anyway. Maybelline blush. Oh, let's turn this around. It's a beautiful pink skin tone. No, there's no scent, which is so great. I love the compact packaging of this. This is $5.99 and they have a lot of different shades. I personally only have one just because I feel like this does it all for me. It blends like a dream, affordable. I think we all were so excited when Wet n Wild started making these highlighters. They're out of this world. The pan size is massive. The price is on point, and they come in so many different shades. I've used this one so much that this is my packaging now. I don't have a cover for it, so I keep it very safe within reach. This shade has more of a pink undertone. I don't have the shade name on here, but I will have it linked in the box down below. I know Revlon recently came out with these prismatic highlights, and I have one actually in my Amazon cart, so let me know if you want me to actually go through with that. I'm definitely going to buy it, definitely. It's $9.99, which I feel like is a little expensive for a drugstore highlight, so I haven't completely purchased it yet, but I think I will just so I can compare. I was a diehard, and I still am a pretty diehard fan of Benefit Cosmetics brow product. I was absolutely blown out of the water when I found this brow product, and this is the Maybelline Total Temptation Brow Definer. It is only $5.99 on Amazon. So affordable, and this is in the shade medium brown. The only con is they only have about 3 different shades. I have used almost the whole thing. Honestly, it's been game changing. I'm definitely going to be buying another one. It just leaves it's such an easy application since it has that thicker defined tip, and then you can go in with a setting gel to really define each brow hair. Can't beat it. and it even has a cute little brush at the end. And to separate those brow hairs, like I said, this is the NYX Bear With Me Brow Setter. I have been absolutely obsessed with this. It has a small little wand and it just flicks all of your brush hairs, not brush hairs, your brow hairs up. It's a great price. You can also get this at Ulta for $7. And what's great is right now at Ulta, they're doing buy one, get one 50% off. So you can mix and match. Maybe I'll pick something up. I don't know. The Sephora sale is coming up in a couple weeks, which I really want to kind of budget for, save up for, because there's so many. I want to get some Hourglass products. I just want to, you know, stock up. Every video I have been using this mascara, and this is a Double Extend by L'Oreal mascara. On one end there is a primer, and it really does just build up on your lashes and make them really nice and really thick. And then on the other side is the actual tube-like product. So it goes on wet and then dries tube-like, which means it's not flaking throughout the day. If you tear up a little, it's not gonna come off. It's great, especially for people like me. I have really sensitive eyes, super sensitive eyes. Every mascara I've ever used, even waterproof, has still flaked and come off, except this one. Highly recommend this. It's $9.99. It's a great buy. I prefer this over any high-end mascara. I have a couple setting sprays. So this is the Make It Dewy setting spray by Milani, and then the Make It Last setting spray by Milani as well. I brought both of them just because different skin types. If you have dry skin, Make It Dewy will be great for you. It's just a nice mister, gives you that dewy finish. Make It Last is more so if you want the matte look, long-lasting but oily skin. This would be a great buy for you. Last but not least, we have lip product. Today I use the L'Oreal Fairest Nude, and this is one of their lipsticks. I've had this for about 6-7 months. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that helped you kind of narrow down certain items for your next drugstore makeup purchases. If you have any recommendations, like really tried and true drugstore products that you absolutely like rebuy, have to have more of, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.
Chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight.